Hi everyone, my name's Luke Donkey and today we're back reviewing another game from Donkey's Feedback, which is kind of ironic because one of the tags here is Donkey Kong. But anyway, it's a game called Jumping Jacksons, which I think is probably a play on words from Jumping Jacks, but I'm not sure. Anyway, it's a side-scrolling platforming game which simulates the feel of many classic games. I'll go on to that in a minute. But yeah, explore diverse regions and levels and collect treasures to unlock secrets. Experience new enemies and remember how they function. It may come in handy in ways you might not expect. Basically, you clear it, you get rid of the enemies probably, and there's a collectible coin. And this all might be sounding ever so slightly similar, but yeah, we'll get into it. So when you open up, you get this. You don't get any controls or anything. And now I'm running live. Great. You don't get any controls. I'm not sure if it was on the website. Actually, let me check. But realistically, there should be something in game. Also noticed there was two websites. There is controls in here, but yeah, if you were releasing it as your own game, you'd probably need to have some sort of control built into it, so just some way of either checking or tutorial or something. In terms of art, I feel like there's a bit of a mix of stuff here, so I feel like there's kind of two styles going on. So you got a kind of foreground style, which I think is pretty good. I quite like that style. The whole animation stuff, I think it's pretty cool. And then you've got kind of the background stuff, which seems to be more artistic and not pixelated, and less cartoony stuff. But it is much more out of focus. And personally, I don't really like that. I think it should be consistency. So probably just change this up a little bit to make this a little bit more simplistic, like the front. But yeah, that's something to go through. Also, yeah, I didn't have a clue how you do these. I guess we'll go on the page, but that's something that needs to be fixed because yeah, no clue. Oh, apparently you can run, shoot, interact, and I guess you can't talk to this person whatsoever. So that's S. Oh, okay. Crouch to change character. Oh, okay. There's two characters. I guess we'll place this one. It's not that bad. But yeah, there needs to be some sort of controls, and probably the art needs to be changed a little bit, in my opinion. I mean, it's personal preference. But yeah, now we're going to go on to quite a big problem, and that is this. Now, probably the more observant of you have noticed this looks almost identical to Mario. Even if we had the old character, then it looks very, very similar. I mean, they've added a beach ball in and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's almost the same game. I also apparently can't get up there, which is an issue. So yeah, I feel like this is meant to be like the tutorial level, and yet that doesn't seem a possible jump to me. I mean, I might be wrong here, but I can't seem to get up there. Have a harder try. Also, there seems to be some performance issues. I think it's to do with the C bit, I think, because yeah, I'm getting a few FPS drops here, and realistically I shouldn't do, because obviously it's quite a powerful machine. So yeah, that's possibly something to look into, is specifically what machine are you running it on. This is something that I have fallen up on quite a few times. So if you're running on a high spec machine, it's probably worth running it on a low spec machine if you've got it, just to make sure that what you're doing is still viable on other computers. So that's a trap I normally fall into. And yeah, the Mario thing, I don't think I've talked about this. I'm going to stop doing that because it's kind of annoying. But the Mario thing, it is almost identical to Mario, and that'll definitely go against the copyright laws if you were to release it as a proper game. I don't know if you ever said the final release. Okay. So there is a final release. Yeah, there's a final release planned. So that's possibly something to think of. I mean, a way of getting around this is just change the artwork up a little bit. So if I just show you quickly, yeah, the question mark blocks. No, don't do them, because that is a huge giveaway that you're basically copying Mario. I also this is something gameplay wise to note, was that personally, because you've got such a massive jump and you can control it so much and you're so small, landing on these I found very hard. Most of the time I'd just try and avoid them, but I think it should be viable to actually land on top of it relatively easily and not yes, it's literally Mario, and not have to predict so much. My opinion on that. Right, yeah, so the only way you can get up to here is if you're big, I think. And that is a problem. If you're... Wait, how did I do it before? Pretty sure I go up there. Do you have to like run? Jump? Okay. Right, that was why I couldn't get up there before. That's fair enough. But yeah, that was weird then. That was probably a glitch. I landed on it, it got rid of it, but I also went down to my little form as well. I don't know if I'm meant to take this ball with me or not. So can I run jump over that? I can. So yeah, it kind of just seems literally identical to Mario, and that's not good, because as I said, if you ever do try and release it, it won't go down well. If anyone decides to bring that up, I mean, yeah, it would be up to them eventually if it ever got big. So personally, that'd be something I would just change really quickly. I actually find the game kind of fun. It's kind of difficult as well. It's something to add. I don't know if it's intended to be, but it is. I'm just going to have another quick ramble. So personally, I don't like these waves. I think they're probably causing more FPS drops than needed. They look kind of choppy, and that's not to do with the waves. That's the animation. It's going in frame by frame. You can see it visibly. Personally, that's not brilliant. I'd rather have them not there, effectively. Also, I don't know if this is meant to happen, but I now can't get out, and I don't believe there's any way of resetting. So that is something you possibly want to add in, a reset button. Most platform games like this do have one, especially if you've got drops like this that you can't, I don't think, get out of. Oh, okay, we just did. What about this one? Oh, okay, we just went from 2 lives to 0, I think. Oh, we're on 0 lives, okay. What happens now? Okay, alright, so that works, it resets. Great. So yeah, key things. I'll just go through the pictures and explain them. The background probably needs changing a little bit, just to make it fit in a little bit better. The Mario theme needs to be completely changed. It needs to be get rid of, if possible. And if you're planning to make a full release, the jumping I like, but it probably needs to be balanced somehow. So either have the enemies be slightly larger, or the hitbox be slightly larger, or something to make it a little bit easier to land on them. I can't think there was anything else. I thought the first level was quite hard for what it was. I think that was due to the jumping. I mean, on here you've got to all these other levels and you've got like 15,000 points, but personally, I don't think I could have got to that. And yeah, that's something that possibly needs to be changed up a little bit, because all these levels look quite cool, but I never got access to them. It's kind of sad. Which leads me to another point, I guess, on the beta or demo, whatever. You could potentially offer all levels open, so you can play through each one and make sure they all work. Yeah, they're just my personal opinions, but definitely change the Mario thing. That's not a personal opinion. That is just something you literally must do if you're going to release it. But anyway, this is my review of Jumping Jacksons. If you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, all you guys want to do, and I'll talk to you in the next one.